Hey Jan, I'm not sure if I'm going to see you or not, so I'm going to do this video and maybe post a link to you. Um, I think probably we're looking at 2 days here, not one, and here's why. The finishing work is not completed. This right here needs another coat of mud to get leveled out. You can see these scratches and you can see the tape still. This needs to be remudded in several areas. So there's a considerable amount of prep work that, at least to my standard, is not done. Actually, to most standards, it's not really done. You can see the tape here, kind of bubbling. Like this needs to be addressed and fixed. All of these lines are supposed to be caulked, and these holes are supposed to be puttied. So I would say that we got a day of prep here between that, getting this caulked up, and then all this bare wood needs to be primed before being painted. They have some products out now that are self-priming, but my experience is that with raw wood, wall board is one thing. I've had some self-priming products do okay on raw board, but raw wood, you really need to get a good primer on here that soaks in and bites to this than any of those one-step products. And most of the stuff here that we're looking at is all not self-priming. So, and then all of the jams need to be addressed as far as prep work goes, and the little bit of mud work that needs to be done. These corners, I think they might sand out okay, but this definitely needs another coat of mud and then be sanded. So a day of prep and a day of paint in here. I would say 2 days, and the second day might go a little bit faster. Maybe a 10-hour day on the prep, depending on how it sands. But I think that's probably a closer estimate, given that 3 doors both sides, prepping all the jams, painting the walls, the jams, and this piece of trim here across the top. And we also have this, the ceiling in here as well. So it's not just walls and door paint. We got a considerable amount of prep, sanding ceilings, and getting it all right. I'm guessing we're going with this cream color on the trim, and if I can get some good primer for this that is tinted to that color, then we may be able to get away with a coat of primer and a nice thick top coat of trim paint, so we don't have to do 2 top coats. We can probably save some time on labor if we get the primer tinted up right. I can come in tomorrow, Tuesday, and get the prep work done, and then come in Wednesday and have it done for you by the end of Wednesday evening. And I think that's a pretty solid estimate on that. I guess these shelves look like they already came painted. I don't know if that's what you're talking about on the shelves or not. And I'm going to take a look around. You said something about another wall. So anyway, I hope that makes sense to you, and I will talk to you later on.